Hello and welcome, guys. I did like a weekend of printing on my boat, my Anycubic S1, a Kobra S1 combos here. One is here, the other one is below, where it can print at night. And I printed this little hydroponic garden for my wife, like for the kitchen or living room or wherever she wants to place it, to have some strawberries and stuff. Yeah, and I just wanted, it was like a little bit of testing for the printer, but also an interesting project. Got this model from Makerworld. I'm reminded to put the link in the description. I used this grad kit petg filament, but I had used the red one before and I was not very happy with it, and I had very little confidence in it, so I was actually positively surprised that it went through without too much problems. The whole thing is like about 60 hours printing time and 2.5 kilograms of filament. I experimented a little bit, so there's some lessons learned here. So I used, for example, random seams for some of the parts, and this does not really look good. So this is clearly a non-recommendation. So you can see that the surface is not nice, some edges are not nice, and let's see, put them all. This one, this one I think, yeah, this is one I printed with automatic seams and put a seam right here, so much better quality with this one compared to the pock marks you get on the random, with the random seams and surface errors and everything. So yeah, really not a good choice, especially with that color. It's usable, but and like here we don't see it at all, so it does not matter too much, but much cleaner, a much cleaner surface with the automatic seam. So that was one part. Then I had with the gray filament, actually that went like maybe 2 centimeter. I used spool completely, like I was really worried I had to put in like a little bit of extra filament. So like for this part here, I think there was like one poop left in the tube after this. Here the tube from the pump goes in, the pump, and then the water, just how it works, the water drips down. We need some special hydroponic fertilizer here. We need to adjust our water because our pH level is a little bit too high, but this we won't actually discuss in this video. I think this may be a follow-up at some day, sometime, if you have run it for a couple of seasons or whatever, and killed enough plants with it, then we show up. Right at the start I did this bucket here in my overnight printer. I also one important thing, I dried this filament in my Sunlu filler dryer S4 because I don't trust the 55 degrees the Ace Pro can do. Here we also got the random seams, so we got a little bit of pock marking which is not as visible, and we have those rings here, and this actually happened when the tangle sensor tripped and the filament was not really stuck, not really tangled, but extraction was really hard. And I today I cleaned up a little bit and I found like gray filament dust in the Ace Pro. So like I had these parts here printed and they seem to cause problems, so I removed them from my Ace Pros. No, benchy down. One benchy down. Yeah, but this is like the problems which I had here, and that like this was like 23 hours or something, and then it went through the night without any further problems. But those are the problems here. I think like on those parts, I'm not really sure if the random seam is better or worse. I think it's not as visible in the gray compared to the red, but still, I think a clear seam would probably work better. And then with the black part, I think this was the last I printed. Got a little bit of stringing here. Here we got the seam, so no random seam on this one. I think the white one I did with a random seam. I'm not quite sure. On the white, as usual on white, you don't really see surface errors that much, so probably this was also like a real seam. yeah, here we also got the seams. I think that I did them all without Venom seam. Yeah, now I remember. After I saw the buckets coming out as terrible, this is one of the good ones, I think. Yeah, with the seam right here in the corner. I went and printed with normal seam, with automatic seams, and that worked much better. Also, I had like the screws I had available are a little bit too long, so I really need to stock up on M4 screws, I guess. Yeah, like let's maybe take like you could also use like some random bucket, but I used the printed one here from the model. Just because I didn't want to buy another bucket. Let's just take a short look at the bottom layer. So actually the things I showed you earlier, which are cause problems, they made it a little bit worse here, but it's not really visible. So, but in some cases this could maybe cause adhesion problems, I guess. So now I see it like here layer lines, but like with the second layer, that does fit as long as the first layer sticks. Yeah. So overall, I'm pretty happy. Now I just need to adjust my water and then try to grow some strawberries or something, and hopefully family will be happy. And yeah, I also already ordered like 10 kilograms of Anycubic petg. So maybe we can print a bigger one. Yeah, it's probably another side hobby of 3D printing, which is really taking a toll on you in every regard. But yeah, let's see if I can adjust the water. Guys, this is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope that maybe this is an interesting project. My wife absolutely hates the colors, so I probably have to redo the whole thing. I asked her beforehand, and I had like this leftover filament, and I want to use it, and I used it, and that was an error. Yeah, I it always astonishes me how little capacity to learn I have got. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. See you soon. Bye bye.